This video is brought to you by Exfoliage, which means we're talking about Young Living essential oils and what they recommend for insanity. We have 3 bottles, and all 3 of them are blends of oils. So the first one is a blend that we call Hope, which is Melissa, Myrrh, Juniper, and Spruce. It says you should put it on your temples or the brainstem area, solar plexus. The next one is a blend called Release, which normally we use for liver. That one is a blend of Lang Lang, lavender, geranium, sandalwood, and blue tansy. And the last one is a blend called Relieve It, which is spruce, black pepper, hyssop, and peppermint. And in your affliction, you are going to learn the law. So I'm reading to you a piece of the law, Pennsylvania statute, Article F, offenses against public order and decency. And then there's different chapters. Chapter 55 is riot, disorderly conduct. Chapter 57 is wiretapping and electronic surveillance. 59 is public indecency. This is pretty much just an overview. Chapter 55 talks about cruelty to animals. 5501, riot. 5502, failure of disorderly persons to disperse upon official order. 5503, disorderly conduct. 5504, harassment by stalking, by communication. 5505, public drunkenness. 5506, loitering and prowling at night. 5507, obstructing highways. 5508, disrupting meetings. 5509, desecration, theft, or sale of venerated options. I looked up what it is illegal to sell, and it was veteran markers. Fracas from the grave. 5510 is abuse of corpse. 5511, cruelty to animals. 5511.1.2.3 is under the cruelty of animals. It's talking about live animals as prizes being prohibited, police animals prohibited, and assault with a biological agent on animals, fowls, and honeybees. All 3 of those say repealed. Now, I don't know if repealed means insurrection. What do you think? The next one down is 5512, lotteries. 5513, gambling devices. 5514, pool selling. I'm sure that's not swimming pools, right? Pool selling of bookmaking. 5515, prohibiting paramilitary training. 5516, facsimile weapons of mass destruction. 5517, unauthorized school bus entry. I'm going to read the pool selling one. It's 5514. A person is guilty of a misdemeanor of the first degree if he occupies a place for the purpose of receiving, recording, and registering bets or wagers, or of selling pools. If he engages in pool selling or bookmaking. If he receives, records, registers, forwards, or purports or pretends to forward to another any bet or wager upon the result of a political nomination, appointment, or election, or upon any contest of nature. He's guilty if he becomes the custodian or depositary for gain or ward of any property staked, wagered, or pledged to be staked, wagered, or pledged upon any such result. Or if he's being the owner, leasee, or occupant of any premises knowingly permits or suffers the same to be used or occupied for any such purpose. That's interesting. Now here's a piece of the Bible. 1 Timothy 1:9, it says, you must have a good conscience or it's shipwreck for you. It was 1 Timothy 1:19. Did I say that right? 19. How about Daniel 10:12? Then said he to me, fear not, Daniel, for from the first day that thou didst set thine heart to understand and to chasten thyself before thy God, thy words were heard, and I am come for thy words. Deuteronomy 15:4, it says, except when there shall be no poor among you, for the Lord shall greatly bless thee in the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee for an inheritance to possess it. Psalms 34:13, keep thy tongue from evil and thy lips from speaking guile. Depart from evil and do good. Seek peace and pursue it. Depart from evil and do good and dwell forevermore. Be not wise in thy own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil. Turn not to the right hand nor to the left. Remove thy foot from evil. Titus 2:6, young men likewise exhort to be sober-minded in all things, showing thyself a pattern of good works, in doctrine, showing uncorruptness, gravity, and sincerity, sound speech that cannot be condemned, that he that is contrary may be ashamed, having no evil thing to say of you.